We're going to talk about Taylor Hayes possibly looking for a wedding with Ridge before some bad things happen to her health. So if you've been watching recent episodes of Ball and Beautiful, you should be seeing what I'm seeing. Taylor Hayes had a pretty bizarre conversation with Ridge Forrester this week, and I swear I saw so many red flags waving. It was like the beach during Riptide season. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt. Ridge's claim that she saw him with Brooke Logan in Monaco was accompanied by brief flashbacks. Ridge questioned Taylor, who was watching them from behind some trees while wearing a headscarf, why she hadn't approached them. We all know why she didn't. It's as if Ridge is still learning everything and doesn't comprehend why Brooke and Ridge are canoodling on that balcony. According to Taylor, Brooke would not have approved of that at all, and would have assumed that I was also following you. Naturally, Brooke would have believed that she would not want Taylor around at all. So when Ridge asked her why she was in Monaco, Taylor replied that she couldn't miss an appointment. What kind of appointment, you ask? Surely, she didn't fly to Monaco to give someone therapy. So to me, that means it was probably a personal appointment for Taylor Hayes, so it could very well be a doctor's appointment. I'm still concerned that Brad Bell recast her in order to kill her, and nothing I've seen recently has altered my belief, and Ridge began thinking back. Taylor brought up their deceased daughter, Phoebe Forrester. For those who don't recall, Phoebe was the twin sister of Phyllis. Back in 2008, while they were having an argument in a car, Phoebe became very irate and Rick became distracted. As a result, he ran off the road, seriously hurting Phoebe, who then passed away in her father Ridge's arms. It was a heartbreaking and amazing episode, and Taylor brought it up to Ridge, saying she clings to the thought of seeing Phoebe again. When Taylor returned, I noticed that Ridge has been acting in typical ways, giving mixed signals, touching Taylor lightly, sitting too close, and talking about how much he enjoys spending time with her. Meanwhile, Brooke was encouraging Donna and Katie to never give up on the power of love, especially when it comes to a person rich in history and memories. Taylor is likely thinking about their deceased daughter and seeing her because she is currently facing her own mortality. Said that B&B immediately switched back to Ridge and Taylor talking about their past, present, and future. We now know that Ridge's ex-wife Taylor isn't coming back to try to reclaim him from Brooke. The spoilers for the recast and return indicate that just because she sees they are serious about each other and doesn't intend to get involved doesn't mean that their relationship won't work out that way. Taylor was discussing the value of spending time with family. Ridge expressed his desire that she stays for a long time, that she didn't tell him that she would or could. Instead, she just kept wiping away her tears. In my opinion, these are all warning signs that something may be wrong with Taylor, that she is contemplating her mortality and where she wants to spend her final days. However, even if Taylor is ill, I don't think she returned to see Ridge one last time before she goes to meet her maker. In fact, it should be a warning sign to everyone that, while Ridge was spending time with Taylor, Brooke was stating that she felt great. She says things like, "I know I'm with the man I should spend the rest of my life with," but then they cut back to Taylor. Brooke told her sisters that she used to worry that Taylor would come back and take Ridge from her, but that's all changed now that she has full faith in her relationship with Ridge. Then they cut back to Taylor and Ridge on the couch at Eric's house, where he states he wants Taylor. Kids also live there in Los Angeles. He referred to her as the glue that holds everything together and said that Brooke understands how important she is to him. Taylor then asked, "Been there, done that?" meaning that he and Brooke don't need to get married because they've already had a big wedding and all of that, so they don't really need it. They did, however, talk about it for a long time, way back, gosh, it's been months and months and months, and then it just kind of died off, so Taylor told him that she thought they would grow old together and that he would always be the love of her life. This is another red flag, as it suggests that Taylor's life is still young and she should be open to finding new love, but it's possible that there isn't much time left for their conversation. As we discovered, first, Taylor had an appointment that she had to attend. Second, she was thinking about her deceased daughter. Third, she was questioning Ridge about Brooke. And finally, 4, she was being really sigh. What I wonder is, if Taylor is terminally ill, will Ridge marry her on her deathbed? This is a common soap opera trope. In case you forgot, Ridge's own mother, Stephanie Forrester, the original, pulled off a deathbed wedding stunt. It was Stephanie's deathbed, but it wasn't her wedding. About her plans, why she's in Los Angeles, and how long she can stay now. Obviously, this could be her making moves. But again, the official CBS spoilers for Taylor's return say she isn't, so we're taking that at face value. Returned, the Forrester matriarch, I believe, staged a heart attack in 2005 to convince Ridge to reunite with Taylor. This was after she was thought to have passed away, but Prince Omar later adopted her, and she later returned to Los Angeles. Stephanie didn't want Ridge to be with Brooke, so she pretended to have a heart attack to get her son to remarry Taylor. Naturally, Brooke discovered Stephanie's deceit and blew it all wide open, to the ire of many. Although Ridge was previously persuaded to marry Taylor due to a health crisis, what if Brad Bell is recycling this plot? This time, it's not a fictitious medical condition. Rather, it's other people pressuring Ridge to give Taylor the wedding of her dreams on her deathbed to the love of her life before she passes away. Taylor wasn't complicit, she wasn't plotting. This was strictly a Stephanie scheme. Given that Ridge is dying, I wouldn't anticipate Dr. Hayes asking Ridge to marry her. Instead, I would anticipate something akin to Steffi or Thomas pressuring. It seems like they're setting up some sort of Brooke and Ridge split or drama, because Brooke is so certain that she and Rig are locked in for life, and Taylor is not a threat, and she probably wouldn't be under normal circumstances. But if Taylor is teetering towards her expiration date, yeah, I could see Ridge wanting to make plans for a reunion knowing their mom is terminally ill, if that is indeed where this plot is going. Again, we do not know if Taylor is sick. I'm just counting all the red flags because they keep coming up. He might even expect Brooke to accept that and agree to it, painting her as self-centered if she didn't do it right. The Forresters would probably think so, but I don't think the Logans would agree. So if they do go to those lengths, Taylor might be able to receive an 11th hour miracle cure, just like they did with Eric Forrester, and Ridge would be married to someone who isn't quite dead. You know, B&B pretended for months that he was actually going to die, trying. Difficult to persuade us. I said here that he wouldn't die, and sure enough, months later he didn't. So I'm hoping to find out more information soon about what's going to happen with Taylor and Ridge, hopefully with some new spoilers from CBS. I know that none of us want to see that old, stale love triangle between those two and Brooke, but maybe a death triangle would be worth watching. Let me know in the comments if you've noticed all the warning signs of something really strange about to happen. Is Taylor sick, or is she about to get a deathbed wedding takes place? Brooke is said to be ignored due to Belinda from Soap Filth, whatever the situation may be. In case you haven't already, kindly subscribe, and please return soon. Every day of the week, I'm here to talk boldly in the beautiful. I appreciate your support as a listener, and you should follow us wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss the next episode. All of the main podcasting services, such as Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and others, have Soap Dirt available.